Hi, I'm Sean and a warm welcome back. Thanks for joining me. This is a weekly astrology forecast for the week starting Monday 14th. Monday opens on a bright note, I think. Jupiter in Gemini dances with the moon in Libra. I definitely feel a lift, a dose of optimism, openness and social ease. It's a good day for gratitude. I might reach out to a friend and share what's been on my mind. Creative energy flows, blending what you might feel with what you think. If you've been holding back good news or waiting for the right moment to launch a heartfelt project, today's energy gives you the green light. Come Thursday, the Sun in Cancer squares Aries, the dwarf planet of discord and disruption. This is not so good. This aspect can stir up conflict, inside or out. You might notice tension around identity or fairness. When it shows up, you're reminded to speak your truth, but with care. Not every disagreement needs a reaction. This could be a time to ask, am I compromising too much? For me, sometimes standing my ground means getting clear on my values and boundaries. It's uncomfortable, but growth often is. All week, Mercury is retrograde in Leo. Oh dear. That asks you to rethink how you express yourself, especially your confidence and creativity. Instead of pushing forward, why not take a step back? I plan to revise my work, revisit old ideas, and reconnect with what made me light up as a child. If conversations get heated or technology acts up, remind myself to pause, breathe, and laugh it off. There's wisdom in reflection, and a spark of new joy in old passions. The biggest shift arrives with Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries. This is destiny in motion. Seriously. Mars brings drive, and Aries is all about courage. The North Node points to your purpose. If you've been waiting for a sign to act, this is it. Maybe you call to start something new, something that lines up with where you want to go. Personally, I might take a risk, speak up, or say yes to a challenge. Authenticity matters more than ever now. Let's look at each sign. Greetings, Aries. This week, you are being handed a mic and the spotlight. With Jupiter trining the moon, your fifth house of creativity, romance, and joy is glowing. It's the perfect time to say yes to what lights you up. Take that dance class, plan a spontaneous date night, or dive into a creative project you've been dreaming about. But the real fire comes from Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries, lighting up your first house of identity and purpose. This is a rare and powerful alignment that says, go for it. Whether it's launching a personal brand, stepping into a leadership role, or simply showing up more boldly in your life, this is your moment. Even Mercury retrograde supports you by helping you refine your voice and reconnect with passions from the past. Trust your instincts, lead with love, and let your courage inspire others. Have a wonderful week. Hi Taurus. This week invites you to come home to yourself, literally and emotionally. With Jupiter trining the moon, your fourth house of home, family, and inner security is blessed with warmth and harmony. It's a beautiful time to redecorate your space, host a cozy gathering, or reconnect with your roots. You may find comfort in cooking a favorite meal, revisiting family traditions, or simply slowing down. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries activates your 12th house, stirring powerful subconscious energy. This is a call to release old fears and take bold steps toward healing. You might feel drawn to meditation, therapy, or a solo retreat, anything that helps you recharge and realign with your deeper purpose. Mercury retrograde may bring up past emotional patterns, but only so you can rewrite the story. Trust that rest is not retreat. It's preparation for your next big leap. Have an awesome week. Hello, Gemini. This week your mind is on fire, in the best way. With Jupiter in your sign trining the moon, your third house of communication, learning, and local connections is buzzing with insight and inspiration. It's a fantastic time to write, teach, or share your ideas, whether through a blog post, a podcast, or a heartfelt conversation with a sibling or neighbor. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries activates your 11th house of community and future goals. You're being called to take bold action toward your dreams, especially those that involve collaboration or social impact. Join a cause, pitch your vision to a group, or reconnect with a friend who shares your mission. Mercury retrograde may bring back an old idea or contact that's worth revisiting. Trust your voice, follow your curiosity, and don't be afraid to lead the conversation. You've got this, Gemini. Hi Cancer. This week you're being called to balance inner sensitivity with outer strength. With the Sun in your sign squaring Aries, you may feel a tug of war between staying safe and speaking up, but this is your moment to shine. Jupiter trine. The moon brings emotional support from your 10th house of career and public life. helping you feel seen and appreciated for your efforts. Whether it's a compliment from a boss or a breakthrough in a personal goal, let it fuel your confidence. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries activates your 10th house too, urging you to take bold, purposeful action in your career or life direction. Apply for that leadership role, pitch your big idea, or simply own your authority. Mercury retrograde may bring back a past opportunity. Don't overlook it. You're not just growing, you're glowing. Hello Leo. This week is all about rediscovering your roar. With Mercury retrograde in Leo, you're being invited to reflect on how you express yourself, whether through your words, your style, or your presence. It's a powerful time to revisit old creative projects, reconnect with your inner child, or refine your personal message. Meanwhile, Jupiter trine the Moon brings emotional support through meaningful conversations or short trips that refresh your spirit. But the real momentum comes from Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries, activating your 9th house of expansion, wisdom, and bold vision. This is your cosmic cue to take a leap. Whether it's booking that long-dreamed-of trip, enrolling in a course, or sharing your truth on a bigger stage, you're not just finding your voice, you're amplifying it with purpose. Hi Virgo, this week invites you to slow down and tune in. With Jupiter trining the Moon, your 12th house of rest, reflection, and healing is gently activated, offering emotional clarity through solitude, dreams, or spiritual practices. It's a beautiful time to journal, meditate, or simply unplug from the noise. Meanwhile, Mercury retrograde in Leo stirs your subconscious, encouraging you to revisit old beliefs or creative ideas that were once left behind. But don't mistake this softness for stagnation. Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries energizes your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. You're being called to take courageous steps toward emotional or financial empowerment. Whether it's setting a boundary, paying off a debt, or diving into deep healing work, your bravery now will ripple into long-term growth. Trust the process. You're shedding what no longer serves to make space for something far more aligned. Hi Libra, this week brings a beautiful blend of emotional connection and purposeful momentum. With Jupiter trining the Moon, your 11th house of friendships, networks, and future dreams is lit up, making it a great time to reconnect with your community or collaborate on a shared vision. Whether it's joining a group, attending a gathering, or brainstorming with like-minded souls, you'll find joy in togetherness. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries activates your 7th house of partnerships, urging you to take bold steps in your one-on-one relationships. This could mean initiating a new collaboration, deepening a romantic bond, or courageously addressing what needs to shift. Mercury retrograde may bring back a past connection or idea that deserves a second look. Trust that the people showing up now are helping you grow into your next chapter. Hi Scorpio, this week you're being called to step into your power with clarity and intention. With Jupiter trining the Moon, your 10th house of career and public life is glowing, bringing emotional satisfaction through recognition, leadership, or a breakthrough in your professional path. It's a great time to share your accomplishments, or reconnect with a mentor who sees your potential. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries activates your 6th house of work, health, and daily routines. This is your cosmic green light to take bold action in your everyday life, whether it's launching a new wellness habit, streamlining your workflow, or stepping into a role that demands more of your strength and skill. Mercury retrograde may bring back a past job or project that deserves a second look. Trust your instincts. You're building something meaningful, one empowered step at a time. Hi Sagittarius. This week, your adventurous spirit is being reawakened in the most joyful way. With Jupiter trining the Moon, your 9th house of travel, wisdom, and expansion is activated, making it a perfect time to explore new ideas, plan a trip, or dive into a subject that excites your soul. You may feel emotionally uplifted by a spiritual insight, a cultural experience, or a meaningful conversation with someone from a different background. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries fires up your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This is your cosmic cue to take a bold leap. Whether it's starting a passion project, saying yes to love, or simply allowing yourself to play more freely. Mercury retrograde may bring back an old flame or creative idea that's ready for a second chance. Trust your fire, it's leading you somewhere beautiful. Hi Cap. This week encourages you to strengthen your foundation so you can rise even higher. With Jupiter trining the Moon, your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources is gently illuminated. Emotional breakthroughs, financial clarity, or deep conversations can bring healing and renewed trust. It's a great time to review joint investments, clear emotional baggage, or deepen a close bond. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries activates your fourth house of home and roots, urging you to take bold action in your personal life. Whether it's moving, renovating, setting boundaries with family, or simply creating a space that truly supports you, this is your moment to claim your inner authority. Mercury retrograde may bring up past family dynamics or unfinished home projects, but now you have the clarity to handle them with wisdom. You're not just building a home, you're building a legacy. Hi Aquarius, this week sparks fresh momentum in how you think, speak, and connect. With Jupiter trining the moon, your third house of communication and learning is activated, making it a great time to share your ideas, write, teach, or explore a new topic that excites your mind. Conversations feel more meaningful, and you may find emotional support through siblings, neighbors, or your local community. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries energizes your third house too, urging you to speak boldly and act on your ideas. Whether it's launching a podcast, pitching a concept, or initiating an important conversation, you're being called to lead with your voice. Mercury retrograde may bring back a message or connection from the past that now holds new meaning. Trust your words, they're shaping your future. Hi Pisces, this week blends your dreamy nature with a dose of grounded action. With Jupiter trining the moon, your sixth house of health, habits, and service is highlighted, making it a beautiful time to bring more joy and emotional balance into your daily routines. Whether it's starting a gentle wellness practice, organizing your workspace, or helping someone in need, small acts of care ripple into big rewards. Meanwhile, Mars conjunct the North Node in Aries energizes your second house of income, values, and self-worth. This is your cue to take bold steps toward financial empowerment. Ask for that raise, launch a side hustle, or invest in something that reflects your true priorities. Mercury retrograde may bring back an old job or money idea that's worth revisiting. Trust that your intuition, when paired with action, can create real-world magic.